Hey, welcome to the process. My name is Dr. John Bush. This is 2023 Touch Metrics, Team Positional Levels, Part 4. And we are going to be looking team by team. And this is the format. Again, I will have the hard copy of this up on the Science and Fantasy Football website, so you can refer back to this as well. Above, we've gone through this previously. It is the weekly value of touches per the weeks, per the year. And you can refer back to how that is. I believe I went through, so I went through all this in part 1. Basically, opportunities achieved over the positional median is the key per game. Okay, per game. And so that means that I looked at all the running backs, tight ends, and wide receivers for each team, calculated the OPMG. Okay. And then I got the average of that weekly touch metric, and achieving above that positional median. And then we looked at the usage of that position and any difference from the average, positive or negative here. So Arizona running backs, tight ends, especially tight ends, very up. Wide receivers definitely down, and part of the reason is this giraffe data here from 2022. So if you throw that out, actually last year wasn't so bad, but compared to 2022, it was. So you wonder what Murray's going to do for us in 2024. Isn't that always the question? But there it is. And then I looked at the touch metrics per game, just raw, not doing a weekly OPMG. No, just touches, scaled it to position, and anything in green is in the top metric. Anything, in red, or I don't know if I went red, I may just did the top metric. And here was the average, if you were to look at the regular average, but I like the scaled units here. So long story short, Connor was the show in Arizona. McBride was the show for tight ends, and there was a mixed bag for the rest of them. So what we've got here, oh, okay, I remember now. Okay, wind all that back. So what I did is I actually inserted the players based on this year's team with the ADP and the round they're being drafted at, and don't worry about draft pick, player and that. So now, for instance, coming from Jacksonville is Zay Jones, and we can see his scaled metric is 43, Michael Wilson 33, and Dortch's 21. So this metric would imply that Jones could be the alpha, but he's certainly not going to dominate, where McBride and Connor figured to be the alpha there. Trey Benson is a rookie, so we don't know. Carter Is Carter a rookie? I don't know. I don't have a date on him. And we also have the scaled end of the season points, positional points as well. So you can kind of see what people are thinking, the pros are thinking here. And Wilson versus Jones, pretty much even on points, but last year's touches you give to Jones. So, and Jones is going in round 19. Wilson 17, Dorsey's 21. Seemed to me, if that's my choice and I'm investing in the wide receivers there, it would be Jones. Now, realize we have Marvin Harris is the elephant in the room, is the rookie, the pedigree. What can I say? So they think he is the double dog there. Look at 80 versus 40. But if you want kind of the potential beta, and it could be the 2A, 2B with these two, but Jones may have a little sliver of bargain there, especially in best ball there. Okay, so I think you get a flavor for how to read these. I've kind of gone through the teams before in part one, so I'm just going to. So here's the background for you to kind of get a feel for. Long story short, Baltimore loves the tight ends relative to everybody else. They had a sucky year last year as far as touch opportunities. Sucky. I mean, just beyond sucky. Sucky. And but again, tight ends. So you figure Mark Andrews should be there. And if you look down here, he's going in the third round. He's a 64. Seems all good. Henry from Tennessee, 83. Mitchell and Justice Hill. And the rookie, Ali, right in here. So the public or the pros are thinking it's Henry, and then Hill and Mitchell fight for the scraps. Mitchell had a little bit better touch than Hill, 18 versus 21. I don't know. I don't know if there's any scraps here in these three. Maybe Ali, he's a free square. Justice Hill's a free square. Maybe the rookie, since we really can't judge him, maybe that's the surprise. Maybe worth a shot. On some best ball, I have taken him in the last round. Andrews is the dog. There's likely clear handcuff. If you grab Andrews, especially in redraft, you definitely won't likely. And there's the round difference, 3rd versus 14. Seems reasonable. Nothing there's out of the way. Zay Flowers is a 60. And Bateman is a 23, so 3 times better. So this forecast, at least touch-wise, would imply that Flowers gets 3-1. Hard to guess on the rookie here. I'm assuming that's the rookie. Bateman, they think he's half Flowers, and Walker's half Bateman. So 20th, 17th, nothing's really jumping out at me there. Flowers in the 5th round. I don't know. I'm not excited, but there it is. Let's see what else. Did I miss something here? Atlanta. How did I miss Atlanta? Okay, go back to Atlanta. Cousins coming over. Bijan, 100%, first round, number 2 or so, 73 on the scale of touches, seems reasonable. Algier seems like the reasonable handcuff, and he scaled at 55. Any handcuff above 50 is going to get my attention, and the 13th round seems like a no-brainer. If you grab the one, you grab the other best ball and whatnot. Pitts, 45, third round, not feeling that too strong. I think there's some other opportunities elsewhere in the third round for an early tight end. London's 48, not above 50. Got concerned. Rondale Moore could surprise everybody. Look at that, 45.5 in the 21st round. I'm taking Moore of all those, just based on 20 rounds. 45 seems like a no-brainer, free square right there. So that, to me, that jumps out at me. Okay. Allen, I think we know Allen. Here's Cooks, and there's the rookie Davis. They think the rookie's 1/4 of Cooks. 14th round Davis may be worth a stash. I have taken him in a few places. Probably not taking Cooks, but 5th round, if you're 0 RB, I think people are circling around him. But if I took him in Cooks in best ball, I think I want Davis. Kincaid and Knox. Pros think Knox is half Kincaid, but the touch metrics say a third. Allergies are hell. Okay, so something's not right there, but you get Knox in the 18th round. So, and if I can get 18th round tight ends, half of Kincaid, he may be a good third tight end. I think I'll let you take Kincaid in the 2nd round. Coleman, notice the pros are saying these guys are going to fight for alpha. Samuel was below 50%. Nothing there, but he's in the 11th. Coleman you can pick up in the 9th. Shakir in the 12th. So if you believe this, and they're all about 1A, B, and C, then Shakir would be your pick. But I do not like this 27 here. So I'm not really investing heavy in there. So Shakir, if you believe the pros. Coleman, if you believe the touch metrics. Don't know. Chase Claypool's the mystery there. He could be the one you want for free. Scantling, don't think so. What else? Okay. Bryce Young. Brooks, Hubbard at 75, folks. That's good. That's a good number at 14. I think I'm liking Hubbard in the 14th round, folks. I love this. Pros don't. So I'm liking Hubbard. I like that here. I don't know if I'm buying all this yet. I mean, we're talking 60-40. If you look, if it's 60-40, then Hubbard in 14th seems to be the bargain. Sanders at 45, at 20, he's free square. I guess if I was going to invest in the RBs, that's what I would do. I will note that the weekly RBs, a strong use, 0.6 is strong. So that may lead you to taking a Hubbard, Sanders, and maybe the rookie flops. If you love the rookies, 6 rounds, not too bad. I don't know. I don't know what I'm taking in the 6, but I'm not sure. I don't think I've drafted him. But the pros would say Hubbard and Sanders half the rookie. And if that's the case, Sanders could be a good free square. This other Sanders, I'm not, you can have. Their tight ends, they don't use the tight end. I guess blocking, pass. I'm not even going to spend any more time on that. Deontay Johnson, 44. Thielen, 69.70, folks. Thielen in the 15th. Johnson in the 8th. Love Thielen in the 15th. Mystery rookie in the 14th. There's what you got to decide. The pros would say that Johnson and Thielen are close and Leggett right there. Seems to me Thielen's the best pick of those three. Deontay Johnson, maybe the 8th round. I don't know what you're looking for. Depends on your build and what you're needing at that point. Depends on your strategy. If I'm taking him, I'm not turning down Thielen. I think I'll let Mingo go. I do note he's a free square, though. Caleb, pros love him, 81. Swift, 77's nice. They think half price Johnson and Herbert. They just can't figure out which one. Herbert seems to have the touches over Rashawn Johnson per game. So if I'm grabbing Swift, I'm probably, thinking Herbert. Cole Kmet in the 10th round seems very reasonable to me. I know there's a lot of people down on him this year, but I'm liking these metrics. Pros like him. Everett, note that he's half of Kmet, but his touches were not half. So he could be a free tight end 4. Who knows? If I invest in Kmet, do I want Everett? I don't know. I'll put him on speed dial on my waiver wire if something happens. I think everybody it'd be thinking if Kmet gets hurt, everybody's rushing for Everett. That's what's going to happen. Wide receivers. Mort, 67. Keenan Allen, 96 on the touches. Pros think there's not much difference. A little bit. 100-point different, or 10%. No, it's less than 10%. Whatever it is, difference. I don't know. Pretty close. 4th versus 6th. I'm probably stuck with Allen in the 6th. I may let you take more. Depends on my build. Rome could surprise in the 9th. I think is he that good? 9th? I would like to see him down a little further before I'd really jump on him there. Pros would tell you he's very competitive in the 9th. So if you use that, if you kind of divided these scaled numbers by the round here, you would see that, Rome would be probably the better bargain. So that might be something to consider as well. So I might take Allen. And if I'm in best ball, if you could get Rome a little later, that might be an opportunity there for you. Burrow, if he comes back, he should be the hot dog. Zach Moss, touch-wise, hands down the dog, 69. Chase Brown, half that. But the pros are not buying it. They say it's almost the same. Brown in the 10th, Zach in the 8th. I'm probably passing on both. I don't like to me that says uncertainty to me. I'll let you grab them. Grosecki in the 16th seems like a nice tight end 3, best ball. I'll take him. Not like there's others that I'm interested in out there as well. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, come on, John. Chase, 72. Higgins, 40, so that's from last year. 97, 72. Seems Higgins the bargain. I mean, if you believe he's pretty close to Chase, then the 5th round wide receiver would seem to be a pretty good deal versus Chase. Definitely would take Chase. It depends on my build. But I think best ball if I grabbed Higgins too. Burton in the 15th round is half of Higgins. You would think that could be a bargain as well. That may be somebody I need to think about late in best ball this year. I do like that. Okay, what else? Oh, forgot Cleveland here. Watson, I'm going to let you draft him. Chubb, Ford, Foreman. The touches say they're all close, very close. The pros say, nope, it's Chubb all the way. And notice Chubb and Ford are being drafted right on top of each other. So if that's my choice, given if I'm ignoring injury, I probably would pass that, but I like Foreman at the 16th. To me, that's who I can get my interest in best ball. Njoku, love him in the 6th all day long. That is my all day long. If I don't grab an elite tight end, I'm looking. Njoku is one of my plays. Love it. Nice. Pros love it. I love it. It's all good. Cooper and Moore. Look at those touches. Pretty close. Judy's the 3rd. Pros say it's not that close. It's, Moore's half that. And in fact, Moore is below Judy. So it seems to me, if you believe touches, Elijah Moore's the bargain there over Judy. And Cooper seems about right. Nothing dramatic there for me. I do like Moore late. Okay. Dallas, Dak in the 7th seems reasonable. Elliott in the 11th. 63 is not bad. Again, this was the games he actually played in New England. If he's got any juice left. Pros think he's worth double Dow, and the touches would say that. Vince Vaughn, he's half Dow, but touches a little stronger. So I guess if I grabbed Elliott, I might grab Vaughn as my free handcuff. Ferguson I do love as well. In the 5th, I like Njoku probably a little better, but I do like that as well. I wouldn't be bad. CeeDee Lamb, what can I say? Hits the metrics. He's figures to be a nice play, but, there's no bargains there. Brandon Cooks, pros say less than half. Touches, less than half. But in the 13th round, I like it. I like it. Tolbert, pros think he's closer. If you believe the pros, I'd take him. I'm concerned about the touches, so I'm passing on him that late. I do like Cooks in the 13th. Okay, but it's not somebody that's like, okay, if there's other activity out there, if somebody else grabs him in the 13th, I'm not sad. But if I need, a 4th wide receiver, he's on my list. Let's see here, who's next? This is Denver. Okay, Denver. Bo Nix, I have no idea what kind of train wreck's going to be in Denver. The pros are like, 59. That's underwhelming. Denver loves its running backs, folks. Look up here. With that the case, Javonte Williams in the 9th round, above 50%, nice touches, seems reasonable. 14th round, Lawton, 18th round, Estime, but I hate these touches. Jaleel. I guess if I have Williams, I'll probably take the rookie to back him up. The only fly in the ointment is P. Ryan. The pros have him second, but notice he's in the 19th round. So it's confusing to me how the pros are jumping over the rookie to take P. Ryan. But yet the public is enamored with P. Ryan relative, estimate over that. So it's a little confusing. You get mixed signals, but they do love the running backs, so it may be worth your time to investigate a little bit. If I grab Williams, I'm probably looking at Estime. Maybe I'm too happy on the rookies. But if you took P. Ryan with Williams, that seems reasonable in best ball. Dulcich, I do like as my 3rd tight end in the 18th round. Seems, given his injury, he could be a surprise 2 to 3 week hero for you. Probably not taking Crawl. Sutton, Mims, Franklin, Reynolds, Patrick. These 3 are all the same, and they're pretty much being dealt that way in the ADP. Nothing really jumps out. I guess if anybody jumps out, Reynolds as the free square has the advantage over these. But you got rookies that are unknown. I might take the rookie if I have to invest in the wide receiver. Sutton, I think, is the everybody's play. 11th round with it just seems a lot of unknowns. You're questioning what the hell's going on that. 27 minutes. Okay. Let's do Detroit. What can I say? You probably want all these pieces. Gibbs and Montgomery. 1 and 6. Seems to me Montgomery's the better play as far as any kind of bargain, any kind of 0 RB, kind of thing. Seems reasonable. I'm probably not taking Gibbs in the 1st round. Given the touches, I do like Montgomery in the 6th over Gibbs in the 1st. But the pros say, it's not even close. It's 86 versus 65. Laporta, everybody, he's potentially the number 1, number 2 with him and Kelsey. Seems reasonable given Goff's usage last year. Amon-Ra, what can I say? You want him. Williams, interesting. The pros say he's half of Brown. 10th round seems pretty damn good if he's worth half. Notice the touches, though. Khalif Raymond might be an interesting free square if you look at those. So the pros are saying Williams moves forward this year. Raymond doesn't. Okay. But you're going to have to pay a 10-round pick, whereas Raymond's free. What else? Okay. I'll do Green Bay's 29 minutes, and we'll stop. Green Bay kind of likes its running backs. That does get my attention. Jordan Love seems reasonable in the 7th round. Another one of those, him and Dak seems reasonable. I think you're getting lean on your starting QB1s you want. Love and Purdy and Dak and Murray. It's It's getting lean right in that 7th, 8th round. Getting lean, folks. Jacobs, 3rd round, given the touches, the pros, I'm thinking that seems about right. So, do we want Lloyd in the 12th? Pros say he's a little bit less than half, but you're getting in the 12th. Could be. Dillon is a free square. I think if I take Jacobs, I'm taking Dillon. But, you know, it wouldn't surprise me in best ball, people taking all three to try to have that. And given the usage factor up here, that I could see that as an interesting play. Musgrave seems like a solid high-end tight end 2 type. Pros think Kraft is as good, a little bit off, but his touches were half. So Kraft could be a nice tight end 3. If you miss on Musgrave, Kraft could be your tight end 3 type. Dosage in Denver's another one of those. That does get my attention. So touches for the wide receivers, they bounced back last year, one of the better years in the last 5. Okay, so I do like that. People are anticipating Reed. He's in the 7th. Seems like a good deal. Seems like a reasonable play. Touches, though, Watson is pretty close to Reed. Pros say he's right on top, and they're being drafted right on top of each other. I guess if I'm going to invest, I would still take Reed just to go the touches route. Dobbs and Wicks, touches are fairly close. Pros say, it's Dobbs all the way. So Wicks seems to be overpriced here. 13th seems a little expensive for both of these. I guess if Wicks dropped to the 15th, maybe is my, WR6. There's a lot of verbiage talked about on Twitter about Dobbs, so I think he'll go up. So if you're thinking he's a good deal at 13, you probably need to get him earlier and later. But with me, I'm kind of, it's okay. Okay, too much time. I'll continue when I get a chance, stopping at Green Bay. I hope you see I'm just focusing on the usages, the metrics, and looking at the price, just giving a once-over. Again, it's June 27th when I'm doing this. Overall, my opinions are not in stone at this point, folks. Okay? This is just, I'm doing best balls. I'm thinking, kind of getting a feel for the lanes that I should be drafting in, some of the players. But when I go through this for you guys, it helps me because, oh yeah, I remember I should. So it's selfish in the sense that this reminds me of some of the metrics here in the data. So this is, we're not, Dennis and I, Science Fantasy Football, there's that to sell here. We're just going through trying to help you out. I'm showing you process that I go through every year. And part of my process has now been making these videos so I will remember some of these things. And you're saying, do I have a script or anything? No, I'm coming in cold. I hadn't seen this data. It's been 2 or 3 days since I did the last video. I deliberately come in cold, and I just want the data to kind of, go through my head and see what happens, okay? So I'm deliberately not trying to bias anything, just letting the data flow me into what's going on a little bit. I know that's not a word, flow me, but anyway. Okay, come back. My name is Dr. Bush. For the process, we will continue this journey pretty soon.